Welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. We're going to take those tourists up for an orbit around the planet, and we're going to take some of our guys with us as well. Now, I was going to go with this one because we can fit 4 guys in there, but this is a 2.5 meter part, and we don't get the 2.5 meter heat shield unless we get this one as well. We can only afford to get one, so we could go for this one, aerodynamics and stuff, and get the inline cockpit, but it's pretty big. It's over a ton. What we're going to do is we're going to go with this one. They're just over half ton each. You get some RCS stuff as well, advanced stabilizers and stuff. We get that one because we can't afford another one. And then we're going to build ourselves a vessel that will take us into orbit. We'll start off with that one there. Do we need it? No, we don't need that. And then we got 2 tourists. Let me just check the contract for it. 2 tourists, suborbital flight, and orbit. So we got basically got to do an orbit. I want to do an orbit. I want to take. Oops, that one there. So we want to take Jebediah. We want to take 2 tourists and possibly them 2 as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-person craft is our aim. Oops. 1, 3, 5. That's what we would like to take with us, and bring it back. Can you imagine if it doesn't work out? We'll stick that on there. We will grab ourselves a heat shield, and gosh, I do hope that that's going to be big enough. I guess we'll find out. We'll stick one of them on there. A set of drogue chutes. And let's see. Where's the door on here? They're at the front, so yeah. And 2 sets of those. We're going to put the drogues out first. And then the single chute, and then those 2 can come out last. So that should slow us down enough. That'll bring us home anyway. We need a decoupler. Just there. And then fuel, we'll have one of them and one of them. That's the very small one. So that should do us for that. Decouple, and then we got these guys now, so we can go 1, 2, move the thing way up. It's gonna be quite long. 3 of them. Need an engine. We're gonna go with the swivel. Ooh, that's it's a bit short on delta V, isn't it, still? I'm not sure exactly what you need total delta V, but I know it's more than that. We're gonna set ourselves aerodynamic, some little fins here. Is this a good idea? Is this getting a bit tall? Yeah, it's getting silly tall, right. So dump that. What we're gonna do instead, if we added the solid rocket boosters, how would that do it? And you're right, I think 3 is a good number for what we need. Does this actually give us a great deal of delta V? And again, it puts it the wrong way around. There you go. Thrust weight is good for the first stage anyway. And delta V is getting there. But I'm not sure we're quite there, are we? Oh gosh, right, take them off. So no, I don't think we're quite there. So what we're going to do is we're going to build... Actually, we need that decoupler again. Right, here we go. 3 of those. We're going to go for a bit of asparagusing. 1. You're not joining to the bit I want. Go away. Now that works better. And then move tool. No. That one. There we go. Take that off there. Put that on there. Grab it there. No, this is going terribly. There we go. Now we got it sorted. Is that on there properly? Doesn't look it. How's that? That looks better. Right, move tool. Just down a bit. Move that one. Why can't I hit the decoupler? There we go. That looks better. Engine. We could put the Reliance on the outsides here because they are 1,100, 1,002. They're a bit cheaper. They're more powerful. And we're going to fire them all off at once anyway. Now, fuel system. Where do we find the fuel ducts? So we want all of them to feed into the middle tank. So all engines go at once. They'll go off when they're empty. Then that one will go off and fire that one, and then that one will go off. Right. That should do us. Aerodynamics, nose cones. Done. I'm going to switch out. Put them down. Switch out these guys because I don't think they're going to be enough for those. Lovely. Control, what's that? That's a good size unit, isn't it? Let's put that, I don't know, in the middle there somewhere. Give us a bit of stability control. That should be enough to get us into orbit, I think. I hope. Science, any point in these sciences? No, all those things, unless I put a science junior on or a goo, but I don't really want to do that. We're gonna crew it with Jebediah in the pilot seat. Yes, we're gonna put 2 tourists and 2 other engineers, an engineer and a scientist in. They're going to do EVAs, so that's going to earn our science. 28,000. Our contract is going to earn us. It doesn't say there, but I think it's about that. So we're getting our crew trained for nothing. Bit of control, stability control, batteries. Oh, well, let's have a bit of. Generation, and I don't want to make it taller, so we'll be using these guys. We'll put that into 4 around that bit there. But I could put it lower to try to lower my center of gravity. Because if we have a look there, where's our center of gravity? It's pretty high up, actually. That could be difficult to control on the way back in again. That one want to go in nose first if we're not careful. We should be okay, I think, with the control that we got there. If we move that to there, is that any better? If anything, it's higher up. So we're just off the center of the second lander can. Okay, so we need that on the bottom. We'll just try a couple of places. That appears to be slightly lower. That's quite low too. How about that? We'll leave it as that. That looks the best. What else do we need? That could be it actually. LCS, no. See, that gives us 15 torque as opposed to the 5. It does use a bit more electrical charge, but that is going to give us a lot of control, which we're going to need for the re-entry. We should have a fair amount of battery power. Where it's electrical. Let's get rid of the monopropellant. $650. That shouldn't be too bad. I mean, we're not going for long. We've got the solar panels as well, which will help us generate some further electricity. Good powerful rockets. That'll get us most of the way up into orbit. That'll get us the rest of the way into orbit. Don't need landing gear. Don't need thermal. We're okay for electricity. Communitrons, we've already proved that we're okay without them. Science, we've got our Kerbal Engineer, and we're not taking anything else. We've got parachutes. Staging is parachutes at the top. Drogue chutes, I wanted that one there. And the staging looks to be good. I think we're ready to go. So we'll call this Bus 1. We'll save that, and I think we're ready to go. So we'll go for launch. This should satisfy the tourist contracts as well as getting some training for our crews. Press Press T, gives us stability assist. We will throttle up. We don't need the science until we're in orbit. So yeah, looks a bit tall. We'll see how we get on. Okay, we're ready. So 3, 2, 1. Lift off. The thrust to weight is looking very, very good. In fact, we will actually throttle down once we get a little bit higher up. See if I am correct, which hopefully I am. That should be full of fuel. That should be full of fuel. It's these guys that are draining. And they're draining into that middle tank. So when they're gone, we'll lose that weight. It's going to begin to just move just a bit. We have got a bit of a wobble on. More than I would like. We will keep a good eye on that. Again, we'll check the fuel situation. Fuel looking good. Good amount of fuel in the middles. Bottom ones are draining. Draining a little bit quicker than I expected them to, I will admit that. We've already got apoapsis of 20,000, so we are looking good. Now we are losing. We lost stability entirely. Okay, and go. Right, we should be fairly safe to lose these rockets as soon as they flame out. Go. That should give us a bit more stability. Going to just continue on this trajectory just for a while. The rocket itself is kind of angling out of its plane of angle. Everything seems to be backwards, not controlling very well, I have to say. Oh, come back, come back, come back. There we go. Height, we need more height, that's why we're firing that way. We are full on the gas. I think we're upside down, that's why my... There we go. That feels a bit more comfortable. The thrust to weight at this point might not be great. 1.4 and going up, so that's good. Maybe when we were heavy that was a problem, but I think we're recovered quite nicely. Feeling quite confident now. Heading to 40,000 meters up. Check we got no sciences, no. Thrust to weight ratio now 1.7, so we should be really punching a hole in this sky. The atmosphere is getting a lot thinner. We're heading for the 50,000. It's feeling that we're really starting to make a difference with this engine now. 55. 60. That's the one we're looking for there. And there's your 70. We'll now make sure we're getting... Okay, 80, that's enough now, thank you. 90, that is plenty. 100, whoa, okay, we'll stop that out. 100 is way more than we wanted. See, our orbit has actually done quite a lot of work there. We are very, very nearly in full orbit. So we could probably get rid of this section entirely now. There's not an awful lot left fuel-wise in here anymore. And we're 4 minutes to our apoapsis, so we're just going to warp to there. So we're actually in space now, which is very, very good. We have got... Oh, not yet, we won't have... Okay, what we will do now is we will cancel that. We will aim a little lower and then back down again to reduce our apoapsis. Right, increase our speed and we'll use up what's left of this. And let's put it even higher. Yep, I angled that badly, didn't I? Right, let's lose what we got here. So that should get rid of that. Okay, 9 minutes. Oh, we've made orbit actually. Oh, nearly. I'll tell you what, if we just add a maneuver node here, what we do is just bend it the other way. That gives us an 80 and a 108. So that just converts that little bit of delta V there, 59, just pushes that orbit around a bit to put that one above into orbit and that one a little bit lower. That would be perfect. So we'll just angle ourselves onto there. F5 for safety. And warp to next maneuver. It should be warping to next maneuver. Warp to next maneuver. I must have misclicked or something. Oh, apparently we are there. It's in 8 minutes time. Let's have a look. We should be able to do some... we need to upgrade the astronaut complex before we can do an EVA. Right, that's fine. The builders are in place trying to get that sorted. There we go. We are. So we should have 109 and 87. Should be satisfying our contracts. I'm confused. Why is this not satisfying our... Hold on a minute. Where's all the others? We did put them in, didn't we? They got out? They got... Why did they get out? Astronaut complex. Upgrade. Crew. I put them in. You saw me put them in, didn't you? Well, Gemini is just doing a test mission. To make sure it's possible. And we're going to swap out these Reliant engines for the swivels for enhanced control. And we're going to rendezvous. Huh. That's unbelievable. So, what we're going to do here is we're going to use this to do this contract here as well. Part 2 vessels next to each other around Kerbin, or what could possibly go wrong. And we'll wait here, we'll see if there's anything else. Nope. So let's just see whether they've all got out again now or not. No, they're all in there. Why did they get out? I did put them in there, didn't I? Anyway, the plan is to do a... There they are, look. They're all there. They're all there. Right, that's where we are. We're going to rendezvous with you. So we are going to wait until you get to about here. So Deb's fine. He's got power. He's got snacks. He is perfectly happy. Maybe a bit further out. Just here. And in our next episode, thank you very much indeed for watching, we're going to launch Valentina and the tourists and Bill and Bob, and we're going to rendezvous with Jebediah. Thanks so much indeed for watching. We'll see you in the next episode.